What's going on, guys? Angelo here. Welcome back to a whiff of this. This is where I check out old and new fragrances. I smell them on skin and on paper. I also give my first impressions and I review them. Today I'm bringing a new fragrance to the house and is none other than Creed. This will be my first ever Creed fragrance, so I'm really excited for this one. That fragrance is none other than Creed Erolfa. Now, the real reason I even ended up getting this is because it was 50% off. So shout out to Max Aroma. They're not sponsoring this video because dropping $200 is not something that I normally even do on fragrances. But lately, for some reason, I feel like I keep dropping more and more on fragrances. This one though, for it being half off, it originally retails at $470 freaking dollars on Creed's official website. An almost $500 fragrance for 100 ml or 3.3, not even 3.5 ounces, 3.3. That's pretty much my favorite part, honestly, about Black Friday, because most of the other stuff, they're not really deals. But when it comes to fragrances, this is a real deal. For it to be 50% off, and they also had like Parfums de Marly and a couple other stuff, I was like, hey, check out the website. I'll have a link description below. With that being said though, I am gonna smell this on skin and on paper. This is a blind buy. You're probably like, Angelo, you're crazy. You must have some big bucks to be doing a $200 blind buy. I just know how to use my funds correctly, and I do have a budget when it comes to buying fragrances and just making these type of videos. So that's one of the reasons why I do them, because I'm gonna tell y'all, I don't make a lot of money from YouTube. So now I will go over the notes really quick on this one, and shout out to Shy Vision or She Vision. I didn't know about this fragrance until I actually watched her video. Apparently this fragrance is pretty popular from Creed. I actually had the chance to smell a lot of different Creed scents at Saks on Fifth. They had at least 15 of their perfumes, and when I tell y'all, I did not ever see that one. On her channel, she had a bunch of women reviewing this fragrance, and they pretty much all gave it at least a 9 or 10. And when I saw that, I was like, all right, let me see what's going on with this fragrance so I can know myself. And I'm glad that I picked up the bottle, because if I don't like it, I'm just gonna return it anyway. Like, it literally just got here today, which is November 11th. I'm shooting this video at 4:30, so yeah. Package got here at 1 o'clock, but I had to make other videos and edit. Her channel will be in the link in the description below if you wanna check it out as well. On Creed's website, it does say the head notes are gonna be mandarin, violet leaf, as well as bergamot. The heart notes are gonna have tuberose, jasmine rose. What is this word? Ylang? Neroli? Basically just neroli. In the base, it's gonna have orris, sandalwood, as well as cedarwood. When I go on Max Aroma's website, it does say a couple of different notes. It does show in the base it has ambergris, sandalwood, musk, oak moss, and cedar. So it does have almost all the same, but they added like a couple more. In the middle notes, it says it's gonna have pine tree, ginger, jasmine, pepper. And then in the top, it says you're supposed to get lime, bergamot, melon, lemon, violet leaf, and caraway. So it's got a plethora of notes in here. So I'm very intrigued. I imagine this is going to be very complex, and this is probably going to be something even crazier on skin. I am going to wear this today at my job, so we will see how it performs. Again, this video isn't sponsored or anything, but shout out to Max Aroma, because they actually sent me 4 different samples of Precious Liquid. I found out about them from Justin Copeland, or JC. He put me on to Precious Liquid. He was a pretty big fan of one of these fragrances here. I forgot the name of it, but they have these really elegant bottles. The fragrances that it shows on here and that they gave me were Tobacco Royal, Oud Symphony, Salt and Pepper, Amber Suede. It's definitely from a niche house for sure. I don't have a single fragrance from them, but I'm very curious to see how it smells for sure. I'll smell those after I finish unboxing this and kind of seeing how this one wears. But let's go ahead and open it up. The box is very nice. I like the presentation of it. Very clean, elegant. I actually don't want to mess this box up because it has this nice texture to it. If you can kind of tell, the white is not just a regular white. It has this nice texture. So I am going to do this carefully. There we go. Okay, that's really cool. Like I said, I've never had a Creed fragrance, so this is pretty cool just seeing the unboxing experience. What fell was this right here. I don't know if you all will be able to tell, but it has these 2 people on here. And it says something in, I think, either French. All right, so we'll open it up just like this. Oh, it pulls out like this way. Okay. All righty. I've got to say the cap is kind of weighted. It definitely feels like a luxury. This definitely feels like a more premium bottle for sure. The glass itself is very smooth, really easy to grip. I actually really love the way the bottle looks. It's just this nice, clear fragrance. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and see how this thing smells. I really still want to get Amouage as well as Roger perfumes in my house. I haven't even had the chance to smell a single fragrance from neither of those houses, so maybe one day. Just from off the atomizer, it smells pretty good, but we'll see if anyone sprayed it as well. So 1, nobody sprayed it. 2, 3, 4. Okay, took to the 4th one, so nobody sprayed this at all. Okay. This smells really, really good. It's like almost like a fresh water type of scent. There's definitely a green note in there for sure. This is complex on paper, so that's saying something. Okay, let me put this bottle away really quick. Let me very nice, just nice and fresh, but it still has like a masculine undertone to it. It's really nice. I can see why Max Aroma put lime on here because it definitely is like very citrusy. You know, there's something fruity in here. It does kind of make me think of like lemon lime though. Like the more I smell it, it's like lemon lime, but not overly done at all. Like it's very subtle lemon, very subtle like citrus. On Creed's website, it says there's mandarin in here, which would make more sense of why I'm getting that multitude of different like notes as far as citruses. It's definitely like cool to the nose, if you know what I mean. Like it just feels very cool to the nose. This is really good though. This is really good. There's definitely this floweriness to it that I feel like I'm gonna get more on paper versus on my skin. On my skin, I just tend to get more like the woodier notes, and maybe like in the opening, I will get like the citrus and whatnot. So this is very nice on paper though. I'm gonna go ahead and spray it on skin now. I think if I just had to rate it off of paper though, I'd give it like a 7.5 out of 10. So it's nothing crazy, but we'll see how it is on skin. Here we go. Atomize is very nice, and I will spray it on my body too. Like I said, I'm gonna spray this when I go to work and do a full wearing of this, but for right now, we'll just leave it at basically 3 sprays. Ooh, that does smell good though, man. In the air, ooh, that smells good. Yeah. Very nice on skin, honestly. Ooh, ooh. On skin, I think I'm gonna give this like, off the bat, right off the muscle without any dry down, I'm gonna give it an 8.5. On skin, it just went up another level. Not only do I get the woodier notes, but I just get everything. It's so complex. There's just so much going on with this fragrance, but it's all blending so well together. Ooh, man, that orange note, that citrus note is so good, yo. See, on here, I get more of the flowery, but this I get a slight bit of flower, but I'm also getting mainly citrus and then like this woody note. It's really, really nice though. It feels like you could wear this year round for sure. I wouldn't see why you couldn't wear this in the colder months like now. It's actually like 70 degrees out today in Virginia, and just yesterday it was like 40 degrees. So the bipolar weather is real. I see why the women on her on Shy's video really enjoyed this fragrance, because it has that flower note, it has that citrus, but at the same time it's not too fruity. It's like still this masculine undertone with those woody notes. And if you're looking for something like that in a fragrance, I think you're gonna really like Erolfa. For $200 versus $500, I'd say, yeah, go get it. But at the same time, that's still very expensive. So I don't even know. I would say this, it's so complex though. Like you can tell it's a very expensive fragrance. For $200, I could see that. I could see $200, especially if you were niche. Creed is, I guess, niche-esque, but almost like designer at this point. I would say if you were a smaller niche house and you were charging like even $200 for this, I'd be like, okay, I could see $200. But I feel like still this is maybe like $100 to $70 fragrance, $150 to $100, maybe $75 fragrance. If it was in that price range, I'd say go out and get it right now. For $215, I'd still say go get it because this one is pretty expensive. I'm in the position to be able to buy bottles of fragrances and then just return them and whatnot if I need to. But I understand if you really don't want to spend that money, definitely get a sample of it if you can. Now that it's even settling down, for sure 8.5, almost 9 for me. Like this is really, really good. I'll go ahead and see what these other fragrances are from Precious Liquid really quick, and we'll conclude the video. Because I had 4 extra samples to do, I'm actually gonna let you all watch that part after the outro. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Like I said, Creed Erolfa is amazing. That is pretty much an 8.5, 9 for me. It smells so freaking good. I cannot wait to wear this later today at work, and honestly throughout this week to just review it and see what people think. This one is called Turquoise Water, and the other one is Sangria Oak. The other two are actually already, I guess, sprayed on a test strip, which I'm kind of glad they just did it that way. I kind of would have rather them just did it that way in the first place, but I do appreciate the free bottles. So here are my test strips right here. We will go ahead and spray Turquoise Water first. Never even smelled something from this brand, but it is a really nice test strip. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Pretty bad atomizer, I'm not even gonna lie, but we'll see how it smells. That's nice. Very, very cool to the nose, almost like minty. It's nice. I don't know what's in this, so I can't really base it off of anything. I will definitely try to, look up the notes in a little bit here. This has a lot going on in here. I can definitely tell you that. Not bad. I wouldn't buy it. I'm gonna say that. I definitely wouldn't buy it. But I definitely understand why they said turquoise water. Or really, I understand why they called it water, because it just feels like this aquatic-y, fresh type of scent. Nothing too crazy. I think on skin, this probably would be better for sure. Well, this fragrance is $275, which is just absurd in my opinion. It says the notes in here are supposed to be water notes, coconut water, lemon zest, and pear. So that's why I was getting like this kind of citrusy aquatic vibe. Like I said, I think on skin, this would be better. It's just something a little weird in here. It could be the musk, I don't know. There's driftwood, vanilla, vetiver, jasmine, honeysuckle. It's not bad at all. I just don't know if I would want to pay for this. I may wear this at work later this week just to see kind of what people are thinking about this one, but it's interesting for sure. It's interesting to say the least. We'll go ahead and spray Sangria Oak. Oh man, this sounds interesting. Sangria and Oak is wild. Atomizer for their samples are not the best, at least from this tiny one. I don't know where they got this from. Oh God. Yo, this smells like one of those really, ooh, I don't like this, y'all. This is not for me. Nah. It smells, okay, the best way that I can tell you is this reminds me of a dress shoe, brand new dress shoe, right? But it smells like I'm in the store and it's just all those leather dress shoes around. That there's just like, oh man, there's something off-putting about this. The undertone note of like the leather is nice, but there's something else in here that is not working at all. Again, $275. The notes in this one are supposed to be cardamom, divana, never heard of that one, labdanum, you have moss, that's probably what it is, oak, patchouli, pear, pink grapefruit, rum, saffron, sangria. There's too much going on. There's too much going on, man. The turquoise water, I would give maybe like a 7, maybe 6.5, 7. And this is just getting like a straight 2 for me. I can't. It's just not good. All right, these other two, we've got Symphony, Oud Symphony. See how this smells really quick. Come on, man. What the? Oh, God. This is, oh no. $275? Really? Really? $275 is crazy for this. Oh man, this smells like a, I hate to be the bearer of it, bro, but this smells like an older lady. Oh man, what is in this? And I usually like oud. This is not good oud. Oh my gosh, there's this skankiness to it. It's just like this musty. I don't like this at all. This is a 0, guys. This is a 0 for me. I'm sorry. I don't like this at all. Seems like this is super niche. They're targeting certain people for their fragrances for sure. All right, so Oud Symphony, this one has passion fruit, blackcurrant, rum, let's see here, tonka bean, patchouli, honey, rose, frankincense, jasmine, sabak, oud. I think it's honestly the blackcurrant and passion fruit. It seems like every one of these fragrances has some sort of liquor in here, so maybe that's what they were going for in this lineup of fragrances. The last one we have to smell is Tobacco Royal, so we will see how this one is really quick. All right, man. I really am hoping that this one is gonna smell something good. This one's okay. This one's okay. It's not better than turquoise water at all, but I don't know. It's just not doing anything for me. I don't know. Obviously, this is on paper, so I can't really judge it like I need it to, but I think even on skin, I really wouldn't be a fan of any of these except the turquoise water. This one I would give maybe like a 4.5 or 5 out of 10. I usually don't judge stuff that low. This is my first time where I've really judged something low. So they're all $275. This one has notes of tobacco, spices, apricot, davana, brown, vanilla, citrus, and tonka bean. So it looks like there's no actual liquor in this one, but not horrible. Just, I think this may need to be on skin. Like I said, I'll give it maybe a 5.5 out of 10. Turquoise water will get maybe a 6.5. And then the other two, what was that other one? Oud Symphony is pretty much a 1, and Sangria Oak is a 2. So there you have it. Those are the samples. I know this video ran a little bit longer than what it was supposed to. If you're still watching, I appreciate you. If you're not watching,